Greetings. Welcome to EDTV News Channel, the People's Channel. In this report, we have a few stories for talk about. Coming out of the parish of St. Mary, St. Catherine, TRELAWNY, and the United States. Stay tuned for the full reports. Blessings to all subscribers and viewers. If you're here for the first time, you can support the channel by like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. So people, we'll start off in the parish of St. Mary. Tragedy strikes in St. Mary after boat capsize. One woman is still missing. So we'll get into the latest report. Tragedy struck today, Saturday, when a boat carrying a group of beachgoers capsized on the rough seas along the coast of St. Mary. Reports are that sometime after 2 p.m., a group at the Strawberry Fields Together establishment was approached by a man offering boat rides at a cost of 4,000 Jamaican dollars. A number of patrons, primarily from a larger group, a part of a bus trip visiting the location from Kingston, reportedly took up the man's offer. Shortly after leaving from the shore, the boat was observed capsize and a rescue effort was launched which involved several kayaks which were seen rushing to the location. Upon coming ashore, at least 3 women were observed crying. It is understood that 9 persons were aboard the vessel, including the captain. 1 woman remains unaccounted for, with the rescue efforts underway at the location. Very, very sad story, people. More to come in this developing story. Now, people, we'll move on. This time in St. Catherine. Man freed in Klansman one done gang trial, shot and taken out in police confrontation. So we'll get into the police report. Khalifa Williams, who was freed in the recent Klansman one done gang trial, was shot and taken out by the police during an operation in Winterspen in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, earlier today. Williams, also known as Barber, was in custody between 2017 and earlier this year. It is reported that about 3:15 p.m., police personnel went into Winterspen area in search of guns and drugs and wanted men. It is alleged that Williams fired gunshots at the team as they entered the community. The police reportedly took evasive action and fired back at the attackers. When the shooting subsided, it was revealed that Williams was it. He was later pronounced dropped out at the Spanish Town Hospital. The Independent Commission of Investigation is investigating the matter. During the one-done trial, Williams, who the prosecution had described as a top shooter in Spanish Town base gang, told the court that he never owned or fired a gun. He also denied being a contract killer for the gang. Chief Justice Brian Sykes, who presided over the trial, acquitted Williams, saying the evidence against him was unreliable. Some 15 members of the gang, including leader Andre Blackman Bryan, were later convicted. Williams is the latest person linked to the trial to be taken out this year. Now, people, we'll move on, this time to TRELAWNY. And this is just a very sad story. 2 women on their way to a funeral were taken out and 5 persons hospitalized following a 3-car collision along the Bracco Main Road in TRELAWNY this afternoon. The deceased were traveling in a white Toyota Isis, which was reported overtaking a line of traffic when it ran into a Kia Sportage near the gates of the former Melia Braco Hotel. Another car was hit by the Isis. However, those occupants were not injured. The two women were on their way to a funeral in Jacksontown, TRELAWNY, when the crash occurred. The police say this was the third motor vehicle crash in the parish since 5 a.m. today. Braco Main Road is a hotspot for collision. Now, people, we'll move, this time overseas, the United States, where a Jamaican scammer sentenced to a lengthy U.S. prison term. So we'll get into the latest report. A Jamaican national was on Thursday sentenced to 16 years imprisonment for his role in a fraudulent sweepstakes scheme that targeted elderly victims in the United States. Damon Oakley, 41 of St. James, Jamaica, was convicted in federal court in Stockton, Pennsylvania. Oakley was extradited to the United States in 2022 and pleaded guilty in July this year. 2 counts of mail fraud and 2 counts of wire fraud. Officials said the scheme ran from at least 2010 to 2019. Oakley's victim received a mail, text messages, or phone calls in which they were falsely told that they had won millions of dollars and luxury vehicles in a sweepstakes, but they first needed to pay taxes and fees in order to claim the winnings. Oakley used fake names such as Officer Alex Logan or Officer Stan Valentine and instructed his victim on how to send their money. In addition to sending cash or wire transfers, Oakley victims were directed to purchase electronics, jewelry, and clothing, which were sent to mail towards service in Florida and then onwards in Jamaica. So, people, Uncle Sam no play. 16 years in prison. You know what I'm saying, people? And that's a lengthy sentence. Please leave your comments down below and tell me what you think. One aim, one God, one destiny. Walk good, talk good, live good, blessings.